By all accounts, was a very scary and dangerous incident involving Britain's Prince Harry and his wife Meghan and Meghan's mother, Dowriya Raghland. Harry's spokesperson says they were in a near catastrophic car chase in New York City involving aggressive paparazzi that went on for 2 hours. A law enforcement source says there were numerous close calls, but no actual car accident. The couple had been attending an awards ceremony Tuesday night at which Meghan was honoured. These are images you're seeing now of Harry and Meghan leaving that event. Well, let's bring in CNN's royal correspondent Max Foster for us. Max, tell us what new details you're learning on what actually unfolded on Tuesday night and how close this came to disaster, because we're hearing that this car chase could have been fatal.
So when they talk about it being fatal, they're talking about the fact that there were several vehicles, cars, blacked out cars, but also bikes and motorbikes chasing them from the event that Meghan was at last night where she received an award. Went on for about 2 hours. They had to swap cars. They had to go through lots of different dangerous situations, and at certain points there were people crossing the road, there were people on the pavements as well, and they looked like they were in danger and they could have been killed by the process here. So they were jumping red lights, for example. They were blocking in the limousine that Meghan and Harry and Dowriya Raghland were in, and they said it was deeply traumatizing and there were lots of violations along the way. And they're basically saying that it was deeply traumatizing and they were very, very relieved to have got back. There wasn't a crash, but it was a very dangerous situation. And I've just been speaking to the head of their security detail, who described how they were trying to stay within the law, which is why it took so long to, negotiate these streets. But it was very difficult when everything was so chaotic around them. So a deeply traumatizing moment. It happened around midnight, the early hours of the morning. We've got this long statement from the Sussexes. We're told that no members of the royal family have reached out to them yet. We haven't heard anything from Buckingham Palace or Kensington Palace about this, so we're waiting to get responses all round. But obviously a deeply traumatising moment, and obviously speaks to Harry's upbringing, where he's traumatised by how his mother died, chased by paparazzi in Paris, and he always vowed that he'd protect Meghan from a similar fate. He's afraid that she would suffer in a similar way, which is why they moved to America.
Yeah, absolutely deeply traumatizing for him, given the nature of how his mother was hounded by the paparazzi and how she died. I mean, Max, to your point, they moved to the United States, to LA, to avoid this kind of invasion of privacy. And we know that Harry himself is already embroiled in legal cases here in the UK on exactly that issue.